year 3000, quite a ways off on the timeline, lures upon us with an expectation of a wonderful century to come. It's an intriguing time when the definition of human beings itself may be rewritten by technological advancement. Although looking into the distant future is inevitably a game in theories, trying to picture what life will be like in the year 3000 provides an insight into the infinite possibilities of human intellect, technical advancement, and societal development. Even though it's difficult to make accurate predictions, thinking about what humanity could look like in 1,000 years is incredibly interesting. In this video, we'll take a whimsical trip into the future to explore potential scenarios for the year 3000. A brief yet pivotal glimpse into the future. The question that tops everyone's list is whether or not they believe humanity will survive until 3000. 100 years is an unexpectedly long period to consider, although it may not seem too long from a variety of angles. For some people, it is unacceptably lengthy. According to the data scientists, the truly catastrophic hazards that may wipe out humanity entirely are extremely unlikely to occur. Given everything we know now, it's highly improbable that we won't be here in 3000. There will be difficult moments, but many of us will surpass them. That opens the door to unexpected dangers as well. The most important of these would be technological advancements. If somebody invented a truly lethal tool, what would happen? Something like a virus, or maybe some kind of robot dog that hunts down humans. Alternatively, an alien sentinel intelligence could wipe us off as a precaution. On the other hand, we might make a discovery that would spell the demise of our species. We would have no prior knowledge, and they would be new dangers. The majority of these, however, appear to be extremely impossible, far more rare than the already recognized hazards, which leads us to believe that we would continue to be alive if any of them occurred. How would things be in the first place? The world as we know it will be quite different in the year 3000, but it may not be unfamiliar. Because it lasts for a significant amount of time, we cannot even speculate on where our lives will lead us. However, the path leading up to this point seemed like a series of snakes and stairs, with plodding development interspersed with unexpected occurrences that have set us back for years or centuries. A major concern, an energy apocalypse. Many of the world's best academics and scientists have devoted significant time to pondering what lies ahead. Their forecasts shed light on what kinds of things people ought to be prepared for in the years that are still to come. The world is ever evolving, bringing with it new experiences and insights. Technology has played a larger role in enhancing human existence and simplifying things. Considering this, several things are expected to disappear completely by 3000. According to most of their projections, the normal temperature may be higher than usual. The temperature could increase by 1 to 5 degrees Celsius, which could have catastrophic effects on the human species. The availability of oil and other natural assets is forecast to drop later during the year. Data from the many oil refineries set up in the various nations show that society will eventually exhaust its renewable energy supplies. The vast majority of scientists have referred to this as an energy apocalypse, which will become a more pressing issue as time passes. Enterprises with innovative plans for the future are already showing signs of producing cutting-edge technologies. Most researchers have spent decades trying to engineer life from scratch. More robust versions of today's technological products, such as plug-in electrical devices that can be quickly linked to the internet, will be available. As the percentage of people who own vehicles continues to rise, additional roadways will be built to fit them. Electronic transportation systems will have improved to the point where they're swift and easy to use in many nations. The evolution of human appearance. There is a hypothesis that certain humans will have more synthetic traits than natural ones in the future. Humanoid robots that can sense their surroundings and work with humans will be deployed to patrol dangerous areas. Because of the unprecedented nature of their approach, it promises to be of great assistance in times of disaster or conflict. The vast majority of treatments will be carried out digitally, including the implantation of microchips into human arms. It will store all of a person's data, particularly the details of their bank account, making purchasing various kinds of things much simpler. Many businesses have only experimented with it on a limited basis, and wider implementation has yet to be achieved. An all-new era in human history will see its citizens grow to roughly 2 meters in height and see them through to the ripe old age of 120, extending their lives beyond what is currently possible. Because of advances in health and medical knowledge, people worldwide will soon have brown skin and better nourishment. As a result, the body will absorb less sugar and fat because the intestinal tract will be smaller. People's tooth counts are expected to decrease over this period. Humans will become less hairy than today's generation due to the widespread adoption of warm clothes. With that, it's estimated that gender parity will be fully realized by the year 3000. Each gender, regardless of age or ethnicity, shall be considered equally. Everybody will be treated fairly and with dignity and honor, and the globe will improve. Megastructures by future humans. The extraordinary huge buildings that people in the year 3000 will have built are beyond our wildest dreams. These enormous structures, both on Earth and in space, will change how we think about architecture and architecture itself. Let's look at some of the most forward-thinking and massive structures ever conceived with an eye toward the year 3000. Alderson Disks. Dan Alderson came up with the idea of the Alderson Disk, and ever since its conception, many people have been captivated by this imagined large cosmic megastructure. The Alderson Disk is a massive with a thickness of a few thousand miles and is constructed surrounding the Sun. The Sun is at the very core of an Alderson Disk, which is so massive that its mass exceeds that of the Sun. It's possible for life to exist in the disk, but only in a certain region. If the region is too distant from the Sun, temperatures will be too low. If it is too near, it will be too high. Beyond being habitable, the Alderson Disk also has its own problems. Since the Sun is always at the same place in the sky, there would never be darkness or dawn. Inside the disk, humans would be stuck in a perpetual twilight. Although it's an unrealistic objective, an Alderson Disk could become a reality by 3000. Cloud Citizen. Countries with a large population have begun considering the air above them as a new place to live. The Chinese city of Shenzhen actually held a competition for an enormous skyscraper of the future, with submissions focusing on this concept. The concept of a town named Cloud Citizen was selected as the best entry. Over 10 million individuals could reside in Cloud Citizen, making it a megacity. The settlement would consist of 3 structures, each as broad as they are high. These skyscrapers would be joined to one another using airborne skyways. Everything from workplaces to stores to parks to museums would float above the city. The Urban Future Organization aimed to develop a megastructure for the foreseeable future that could house millions of people and an environmentally friendly ecology when they conceptualized Cloud Citizen. Therefore, the energy for Cloud Citizen would come from the sun, the breeze, and microalgae. Cloud citizens could also cultivate their food, thanks to their farm units and the rainwater they collect. In addition, Cloud Citizen features sky playgrounds, which could be used as a valuable agricultural and plant asset. Even if it never occurs, Cloud Citizen still predicts the future of civilization's megastructures. At some time in human history, humans will realize that they require constructing up the space elevator. Eliminating the need for rockets, the space elevator might one day carry cargo and passengers from their planet's floor to geostationary orbit and beyond. The lengthy wire would be attached to the surface of the Earth around the equator and stretched into space. The motion of the Earth would keep the wire in position, and an outer space counterbalance would keep the line from flapping around. It is useful to consider geostationary orbit to grasp the operation of a space elevator. Spacecraft in geostationary orbit circulate the Earth at the same angular velocity as the surface. To someone on Earth, a satellite or other celestial body in geostationary orbit always seems to be in the same location over the equator. Carbon nanotubes are being studied as a possible material for future space elevators, since they are the strongest material presently available to humans. Do you ever wonder how life will be in the year 3000? If yes, we would love to hear your ideas. If you enjoy our content and want to stay updated with our latest videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell.